Okay, kind of a dilemma right now with all these contests basically over. I don't really have any direction. That's the one thing about these contests is they give you something, then you got to work towards the goal and you have a deadline. I work well under those situations. When I don't have a deadline and I don't have anything, I end up going off in all sorts of tangents. So now that the mini for Templar Crusade 01's contest is done, I have to figure out what to move on to next. Do I finish the projects I've started, or do I move on to something new? Now, moving on to something new is probably not the best idea, because literally, short of that contest entry, I think I've maybe finished, like completely finished, maybe 4 or 5 pieces. One was a truck. I think I've shown that in a video before, and some were some war tracks. Now, I'm redoing the truck and the war tracks. The truck is still painted, it hasn't been touched, but the war tracks have been in a process, and that's one of the projects that I'm working on. I believe it's all these ones here. So these are 2 of them. 2 of the 6 I'm working on. And that basically involves just redoing them, taking them apart. I've gone through stripping as much paint off as I can using Simple Green, so now it's basically getting the sandpaper and stuff to it, getting rid of the rest of the paint, taking them apart completely, and then rebuilding them the way I want them to be. Other projects include, of course, finishing up the looted wagon. Still have a lot to do on this. Got all the pieces here. I think when I left off, I was working on... Working on the magnetization for the reinforced ram that I was building. So I've got magnets on there. I just need to put the magnets on here. Among a bunch of other things, the side sponsons still have to be done. The driver inside. Still need some paint work on the turret guy. Yeah, lots to do still. Lots and lots and lots and lots to do still on this piece. So that's something that I could be working on. Or I have the remainder of a squad of boys that I have to paint up. I'm trying to match the old paint scheme that I have. They're in various states of painting. Some of them are just prime. Some of them have all the coats on their skin. Some of them don't. Again, I'm trying to replicate a paint job that I had done, like, I don't know, 15 years ago? Between 15 and 20 years ago, I guess. So I have it written down in terms of the colors, and it's the same colors I use for my orc skin. It's just that it's dry brushed instead of painted on. And now that I've done the painted on version with the, and believe it or not, the first painted on version was for that contest, so that was the first painted version, and it didn't even have the final highlight layer on it that I use on these ones, because I tried it and didn't like the way it looked. So who knows? I mean, for a tabletop, I'm going with what I had done with the painted version there. If I was going to be doing a contest entry for like a Golden Demon, I think obviously I'd be going like probably 20 different coats of green on those skin, just to get it to where it should be. So yeah, have the boys to do. What else? Have the truck that I'm working on, working out all the magnetization details and such. So yeah, that's still a work in progress. I've got a good portion of it done. I think I was working on the reinforced ram magnetization in the front when I stopped that. I also have a battle wagon that I was working on. If you know, when I started it, I did the videos to it a long time ago. So battle wagon is still on the things to do. Another project I'm working on is the the Deffkoptas, making it so that they have all the magnetized options on them and how to go about doing it. Gonna have a few different versions of that, so have that I'm working on as well. Here's a giant I started painting like almost a year ago and then stopped. Have the flyer thingy. I gotta, like, I mean, this is just brown. There's no depth to that, but yeah, I've got to work on that. Crap, I've got a whole bunch. And in terms of new projects, though, I mean, if anybody says do the new projects, you're just killing me. I've got 2 Stompas to do. One with the full, both are going to be magnetized. One's going to be full on, has the Forge World upgrade kits to do. I have 3 or 4 battle wagons. Those ones aren't going to be done, obviously, until I finish the one that I'm working on and figure out how I want it magnetized and stuff like that. I've got Space Marines. I've got a whole bunch of Space Marines that are just sitting up there. All the bits are ready. I just have to paint them and put them together, and you know, do all the standard things. But I have all the pieces there ready to go. I've got probably about 1,000 orcs still to put together, paint, etc., etc. I've got war buggies that are sitting in green stuff, and they've been in green stuff for months now, that need to be stripped down and redone. I've got dwarf army to paint. Nids. I've got some Nids that I got. They have to be stripped down, redone, and such. And then let's see what else I've got. I've got crap loads of stuff. Crap loads. I've got yeah. Anyways, that's what in terms of tabletop wargaming. Then I've got probably boxes and boxes of video games that I have to test and put away in catalog. I've got some board games that I've got to go through, make sure all the pieces are there that I picked up. I've got cleaning to do. I got Christmas shopping that I got to start. I know it seems early, but I'm just so busy. I got a film festival coming up in 2 weeks, which will have a lot of writing, so I'll be pretty much dead in the water at that point. And you know what? It's funny because I've got some projects and stuff that I've got to shoot and that are for that film festival. And oh my god, I've got so much. I've got a film festival that I'm involved in. I've got a screening next Friday. Or this Friday, it's Monday. Oh my god. Long weekends, man. They kill you. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a lot on the table. You let me know what you'd like to see updates for, just so we keep this, you know, channel rolling with videos and such, while we get things up and running elsewhere, website, etc. And so yeah, put your comments in the doobly-doo and let me know. Lots of projects here that I can work on. Yeah. I think I spent too much money. Because I really don't have enough time to do all this. Oh, man. Yeah. Anyways, until next time, this is Rob from Mordaka 101.